Hello, and welcome back to A Cage Sustained, episode 18. I'm Chris Bernal, aka Krifu, and I am the game master for this Curse of the Crimson Throne campaign. Let's meet our players.
Oh, hi, hello. My name is Liza. I play Confidence Bright, the Halfling Inquisitor, who is the commissioner of the Corvosan Intelligence Agency, a ragtag bunch formed in the chaos of Corvosa, and now on their first government-assigned mission. And it has taken them to a bit of a tight spot.
Indeed.
Hi, I'm Sylviana, and I play Ivor Locks, who is a 17-year-old human aerokineticist and the head babysitter for the Sable Company. Although right now he has given his babysitting duties to his deputy because he is the official Sable Company representative to the KIA.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Pooja. I play Simran, who is a sylph magus, and the sylph part is secret. But she is off with the KIA after a reunion and excited to go in private because, that's always fun. And last we left off, she found herself taking kind of charge with the fighting, which was an interesting experience and probably one she doesn't want to revisit, and I'm sure neither does Ursian. But she's looking forward to what else this weirdo little dungeon has to throw at them.
Indeed. What else does this little weirdo dungeon have in store?
And I'm Homero, aka User Error Twitch, and I play Nucine, an Android Arcanist. The Android is sort of a secret, not really. And as a student of the Academy at Transmuter, Nucine is very excited to see what kind of items and alchemical reagents, what sort of magical weapons or items that this necromancer, who has seemingly stowed himself away in this creepy dungeon, see what they have. So they got something very interesting.
This necromancer you speak of, we need to learn a little bit more about him.
This Rolf Lamb.
But for now, moving on.
Hi, I am Scott. I am playing Ursian, the human fighter, former armiger of the Order of the Nail of the Hell Knights, and current, future pincushion for Darrow aggression.
Indeed. As we left off last week, there was a bit of a kerfuffle. Were we still in initiative? Weren't we? There was some anxiety over this acid trap that might go off any moment now. More splashes of acid onto everyone. But for now, the camera opens back up, and we see Ursian standing in an open door frame. Beyond him is what looks like an alchemy lab. There are two tables covered in alchemical gear and tools, as well as several vats, cauldrons that are just bubbling in the background. Sorry, listening to see if my music was playing.
Oh yeah, I think they're both still playing.
It's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
It's action music. Let's go.
Oh my god, I'm super nervous all of a sudden.
Wait, I think
you should be scared.
This action music still has the piano melody underneath.
Playing over it. Yeah.
Oh, I turned that off.
Then my ears must be lying.
There we go. Oh wait, no.
No.
Now the action music's gone.
Yeah.
I turned off everything because
The piano music is still there.
Oh
Still
no,
going.
it's ghost
It's nice.
music.
that's not. I have it off on my end.
That's scarier, Chris. That's not. That's not a better
No.
answer.
I'm serious.
Playing.
I have turned it like
Okay.
nothing is supposed to be playing right now.
Well, we're serious.
Yeah.
It's playing.
okay.
Oh my god, it's coming from inside the house.
Oh no! It's the Darrow. One of them is playing the piano.
There we go. It stopped.
It's
Yeah,
stopped.
now it's off.
It's done.
I just turned it back on.
Oh.
Chris,
ghosts
didn't
in the
you hear?
system.
It's opposite day.
Okay, it's off now.
Right.
Cool.
How
We
much
have-
would you hate us if we were like punking you right now? Like,
Everyone in chat is like, what are they talking about?
I mean, it makes sense. You are trying to forestall the inevitable.
it is,
Okay,
right? That makes sense.
here's our action music, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. Okay.
There we go.
I'm gonna put a little skirmish over it as well.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's my turn, I imagine.
Yes, Ursion threw open the door into an alchemical lab. The tables, as I said, are stacked with vials, beakers, and other gear. Although it looks like a fight broke out in here recently. One of the tables looks like it's been hastily repaired and is leaning against the wall. And one of the cauldrons was knocked over as well. The smell of like fat and grease coming out of those bubbling things. But most of all, we see two Darrows, one male, one female, these small bluish gnome-like creatures, wearing armor and holding crossbows hefted at Ursion in the doorframe. And they both shoot at you.
Okay. As on my action, I would have taken because I couldn't do much else, I would have taken a defensive stance, which would involve me throwing, like, kind of ducking down and trying to make my make my target a little bit smaller and make my armor stack in front of it a little bit more. So hopefully that'll help, which would bring my AC to a 19 for the moment.
Flat-footed?
Doesn't matter. I don't have a dex bonus, so yeah.
Perfect.
That's all flat-footed. I'm always
Two
flat-footed.
shots. Ching, ching. As these bolts like shoot out towards you. One from the male to your left.
No, that'll do it.
Natural 20.
Ooh,
Holy shit, bucket!
that's a way to start the night.
Yep.
Thanks.
Gonna be okay.
15 to confirm. You said you were at a
19. No
19.
confirmation.
No
I
confirmation.
forget about confirming crits. Whew.
I'm gonna roll that second shot at you right now.
Ursian, if you die, we'll make sure your sister's okay.
Natural 19
Yeah.
for 24. That's not a critical threat. So they're both gonna hit.
Yep.
Their crossbows don't crit on a 19. Mine does.
No, this
Huh?
one does not.
Cool.
Oh, no, never mind. It does. Ah!
Trying to be honest.
Yes! 2 crits, bitches!
Roll to
Sorry.
confirm, Chris.
Excuse me. That's not graceful. It's just exciting, you know?
Nope. Neither
11.
confirm.
No confirmations. However, I am getting sneak attack on this.
Ooh. Good thing it's
So-
not crits.
2d6 points of damage from both of these. And then both of the Darrow, as they shoot, like, they just pull this lever, and you hear thunk as another bolt gets loaded into the chamber.
That
That's
is
a-
a 5 and a 6 on the dice.
11 points of damage from the first one.
Oh,
6 is
shit.
the most you can roll on those dice.
And 8 points of damage
Ooh.
on the second.
Ouch.
Now, Ursion, my dear, dear friend, I'm going to need you to make a fortitude save.
Mm-hmm.
No.
How many?
We'll start with the first.
Okay. Okay. I rolled a 17 on the first.
That's a pass. Roll
Nice.
another.
Okay. So far, so fun. And I rolled a 16 on the second.
Nice.
Second pass.
Nice.
Well
Okay. So the poison, like, you can feel it start to like affect your muscles, and just everything goes weak for a moment, and then you just shove it off, fight
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I was hoping we could get some poison damage stacking. That would be super great, but maybe next time.
Yeah. Well, make it neat.
So yes, they both shot and reloaded their crossbows as a free action. And then you see the man to your right. It's a tall, pale man with blonde hair, and he's wearing like damaged, bloodied red leather armor. And you look at him, and he looks at you, and his face sneers into a curl of a recognition. This is the blonde man that we met 10 days ago in the old fishery. And he hefts up an acidic-looking wand.
Ugh, that guy.
And instead of pointing it at you, he turns to his left. Now, I need to get
Like him already.
I need to get a use magic device check off. Because he does not cast spells. Come on, roll 20. Old buddy, old pal. Yes! And you see this arid arrow of acid form out of the wand, Ursion, and go hurling into the darkness. I think for you, it's definitely dark in that direction.
Yeah.
But you can start to hear the acid hit a surface and start working its way through, and from beyond, a muffled bellow.
I don't want to know what's out in that darkness, Chris. I'm going to stay in this doorway.
So we're back to you, Ursion, because your turn was interrupted. But I think you used up all of your actions.
Yeah, I think I'm done at this point. So I'll wait for my valiant companions to take care of business while I have absorbed, half my hit points in a round. Let me mark those off right now.
Please do.
Yeah.
New scene. That brings us back to you.
Okay. I can't really get past that. Okay.
Yeah.
So new scene will oh wait, do I need to sorry, I have the wrong tool selected. Scene will be able to take 5-step foot of here, and then she'll touch Ursion as standard action and give him the augmentation to augment his constitution. So you should at least get 4 hit points back, and that'll raise your fortitude save by 1 for the next 2 rounds.
Oh, how nice.
Interesting.
I'll raise my hit points back up to...
Don't forget, we are in a 10-foot wide hallway encrusted with skulls.
Oh my god, right.
And in a matter of rounds, they may start spewing acid once more. Top of the round, I have no idea what number round it is. Ivor.
So Ivor will move up to get a look at, what's going on. I think, can I be in the space
Because you can't actually see beyond.
Right. Can I be in the space of this dead snake?
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah. So from here, Ivor can see the Darrow, but he can't see the other guy. So I think he just has no idea what's going on with the blonde-haired man. But his very good friend, dare I say best friend, Ursion, is clearly hurt and needs to be protected. So Ivor is going to shoot at this closer Darrow with lightning that he makes out of his body.
Perfect.
Yay!
Wonderful. Soft cover, so
Yes.
the Darrow will get a +4 to its AC, but we're targeting touch.
Targeting
knows?
touch AC, and I get a +9. Oh, also, since we're, in a new session, Ivor is still glowing. He still has, electricity crackling down all of his arms and across his face, and his hair is, blowing in a wind that is only there for him. His gorgeous 90s hair. Okay. Wow, I rolled a 2 on the die, so that's going to be an 11 to hit.
Nope,
Touch
I'm
attack.
afraid not. So it
Fine.
definitely is able to dodge it just by virtue of being smaller.
Yep.
Okay. I love how occulty Ivor is becoming as he's growing. I've
He's
never
got weird
experienced.
powers that come out of his body.
Something like growing up. Confidence.
All right, so I just reset this, but my hand is still glowing with the spell that I had cast but not discharged. And seeing 2 crossbow bolts go thudding into Ursian, I was about to press it to my own chest, and instead I just reach out. And as a move action, I direct the spell towards him instead.
Perfect.
Ooh, I love this.
So let me roll that really
Nice.
quickly here.
It's not even Ursian's birthday.
Oh, I rolled a 1, so 5.
That's 5 more hit points than I had. I'll take
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Oh. All right, now I'm going to do something stupid. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to take a
Do
5
go
foot.
on.
Can I take a 5 foot step into Ursian's space because of how much smaller I am than him?
You cannot end your movement in someone else's space.
Oh.
Even a halfling?
If he was currently
If I was
large,
large.
we've done that before, but at the moment, no.
Oh.
Yeah,
You have to
Since
be
we're such
2 times
good
larger.
friends.
Get a little closer.
I imagine that with his armor, like there's
Yeah.
not even space like for you to really like be there.
Okay, in that case, I can't actually do that. So what I will do is
So
I
you
will
take a second move action, but
Oh, can I? Well,
instead
I
of
don't
a
wanna do
standard.
that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to take a 5 foot step this way to kind of get out of everyone's way. And then I'm just going to kind of pull the wand of Cure Light Wounds out
And ready.
and cast it on myself.
Oh, okay.
Because I directed the spell before I didn't actually cast it.
But it would be a move action to pull it out as well.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh.
So you
Okay,
can
well,
pull
I'll
it
just
out.
pull it out.
And
Sounds
ready it. Okay,
Sounds good.
wonderful.
I'll do that.
Simran,
Oh, you're muted.
you're muted.
All right, so there's not much really she can do.
Simran has been practicing silent spells.
You
From far.
can move through friendly.
You just can't end your movement in someone else.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I mean, if you
so
want to get in there, don't let me stop you.
yeah, she wants to get in there. Because now she's, like, on a roll.
Yeah, she
So
is.
she's gonna move in. Well, okay. I needed to move there just to see the room. So she is going to go up to the first arrow she sees and hit it twice.
Oh,
The question I had was, has it been? I guess, do you know how many minutes it's been since they were in the last fight? Because I can't remember when she used her arcane pool to make her scimitar magic.
it has been less than, I think it was less than 30 seconds.
Okay.
Like, I imagine that it was probably like 5 or 6 rounds.
Okay.
No, yes. No, because we came all the way.
She used her
back.
rapier in the first fight against the skeletons. So she only used the arcane pool for the second fight with the snaky things.
Yeah, so it's definitely been it's only been 3 rounds since
Okay.
the initial acid splash, and then they came out after that.
Excellent.
This is probably like round 4 or 5.
Mhm.
All right. So then she is going to cast arcane strike. And so no additional spell damage, but she is going to take 2 swipes at this guy
Okay.
right in front of her. All right.
And we'll say you cast it before your no,
Yeah,
not
so
arcane.
she-
Yeah.
Let's see. Right. Okay. One, no extra damage.
Combat.
Mhm.
That is a 20 to hit the first time and
Hell
7 damage.
Okay.
And she's going to do the same thing again.
Against this little lady Darrow.
She shot her friend. She died.
Ooh. Oh god.
That was
That's a 23 to hit.
Oh,
Nice.
definite hit.
And 9 damage.
Okay. So you stab at her twice with your rapier.
Yeah.
Scimitar.
My scimitar.
The scimitar, excuse me.
Come on,
So you
Chris.
slash at her. Hey, there's a lot going on?
Oh, I'm zooming in on these tokens, and they are pretty fun.
Yes. So you have heavily damaged this Darrow, and you like slash twice at her, and she like kind of clutches at the wounds you've opened up on her body, and like looks up at you, and you can see that her eyes are just like almost like swirling. You can like the madness is so you could just grasp it. It's her turn.
Ivor gets a good look at these Darrow now, and also sees like Simran fighting with them. And I don't know if our viewers at home can really tell, but they have an incredible amount of cleavage. And I think like Ivor sees the Darrow and like sees Simran like in a combat with each other, and has some feelings, ideas. He has some ideas that he wasn't really expecting, and doesn't really know how to approach. But he's gonna keep it to himself.
Is this your equivalent of like looking at Heavy Metal magazine? Like,
yes.
So what this Darrow is going to do is she is going to take a 5-foot step back because she's not in good shape.
Yeah, you
That's
run.
pretty fit to me.
Golly.
Her crossbow's already loaded. Just take a shot straight at you, Simran.
Okay.
Funk!
Jeez.
Oof.
Critical threats! Oh. Very nice. I won't be pulling cards for these if they crit, because they're not named characters, by the way.
Okay.
okay.
Much obliged.
Good policy.
As we move on, that's going to be an very important policy, I think.
Yeah, appreciate
Yeah.
it. No confirm, though.
Okay, not a crit.
Okay.
Perfect.
Just an owl.
Roll 20 is just really slow.
Mhm.
And as the bolt flies out, you hear instantly reloads another bolt into the chamber. That's
Okay,
two.
I had one temporary hit point left over from at the end of the last session, so that brings her down to 25 hit points.
Okay. This other Darrow, this man, turns and looks like he steps into the wall.
Whoa!
What?
God dang, roll 20. I'm about to freak out. Cancel my membership. You hear me?
Ooh. These are fighting words.
Yikes.
Yargrin, the blonde man, as soon as like Simran enters the room, he's like, "Oh shit!" And he turns and he's gonna start running out of the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And you can hear him shouting, like his voice echoing, "Cabbage Head!"
That's a normal thing to shout out.
Okay.
Find that. Tracks.
Okay.
Cabbage head, indeed.
Indeed.
That must mean something in Corvosan that we didn't know.
It sounds like someone's name.
Sounds like a pet name for a lower race, according to this probably bad guy.
Who
It
in
sounds-
my
Let me put it this way. It sounds like an appellative. How about that?
if I had to guess, that person probably smells like wet cat.
Let's find out.
Maybe.
We will find out. Because there is a resulting bellow, a different sounding bellow than the monstrous one that we heard before that resounds when the man is shouting. That's going to take us to Ursion. That dark passage down to the right.
Yeah.
You start hearing like banging coming from over there, like flesh against wood.
Ooh, that doesn't sound great.
Normal.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, Ursion, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to move into the room 5, 10, 15, and I'm going to power attack the remaining Darrow. Actually, I'm not going to power attack. I'm just going to normal attack. Let's not get crazy.
These things are small and flighty, and
Yeah.
they're a little harder to hit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's try just a regular attack.
Things.
then.
They're people. They're just crazy people.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
yes.
only a 30 to hit. No big deal.
Roll to confirm.
Loud.
It's
Crits
not going
all
to be
over
that
the
bad because
place.
I didn't power attack, so it's only
okay.
it's not going to be as spectacular, even if I confirm. Does the 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so that just does. Let's see, 46.
We've got
I mean,
Darrow
I
Putty
don't-
available now if anyone needs it.
Should I even pull the crit card?
Well, I have to find out
Yeah.
whether. Well,
It could
oh yeah,
just
you want to
be
pull the?
fun.
I am a named character. You want to try that?
Are you? Are you a named character?
Slashing.
Oop, zoomed in a little too far. Really took it out of you. The hit points lost from this attack cannot be recovered until you finish a long
Oh.
Well,
So
don't
that's
worry,
not-
because that Darrow's about to be taking a long rest.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
not so no double damage, just regular damage then.
rest. No, do double damage. These cards don't necessarily work in that manner.
Okay.
Yeah, because the bludgeoning option was quadruple damage, so...
Yeah, that
These
would have
cards are
been.
more flavor cards.
Oh, okay.
Let's take them as opportunities. So,
Sure.
yes, for sure, this Darrow won't be able to heal from this attack until it takes
Oh,
a long rest.
I rolled not very well.
Oh.
31 damage.
So describe your kill.
So I think I stepped forward past Simran and I kind of bear down on this creature that is fumbling to raise its crossbow in front of me, and I think I just slashed down through the weapons, cleaving muscle and bone in the arm until I just catch it in the chest and it drops.
Oh, and she falls to the floor in a shriek of pain. Dead!
Yep.
Lucine.
That was not how Ivor imagined it.
Simran totally softened her up for you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I mean, she definitely did. Enough for him to be able to kill her.
Yeah.
Lucine,
Maybe
that
you
brings
do.
us to you.
Yes, so new scene takes 25, no, it's like 30, full 30 movement to get into the room. And so I have dark vision 60 feet. Can I see this little thing below?
You see a door, or rather a passage that has been boarded over with wood.
Okay.
Acid is burning the front part of this wood, and you can just hear banging from behind. There's like a crack that's opened, and through it you can see what looks to be like a monstrous-looking face. One that perhaps was stitched together.
Okay. Okay. Very, very interesting. One that looked okay. And this is all dim light, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Okay. Then Nusim will hold her action. No, we'll ready it.
That's yeah.
Yeah, right. We'll ready it. We'll actually begin casting a spell, and we'll release it when it enters the actual room. How about once it gets to that first table? See that first table right there?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's readying an action with this, readying a spell. Got it.
Correct.
So okay, great. Ivor, round 5.
Ivor's like, guys, what's going on? I can't see anything, but maybe there are noises. I don't know. I wasn't explicitly told that I could hear the noises. I don't know.
You can
what's
definitely hear
happening.
them.
Okay. And so Ivor is gonna do basically the same thing that Nucine did. Which is walk into the room and sort of see that there's like something trying to get through the door. And Ivor is going to ready an electric blast at the thing as soon as he can see it clearly.
Okay. Confidence. Your human friends are working in dim light without you nearby.
I'm coming. The first thing I'm going to do is just press the wand to my chest real quick. give myself some healing as I am quite wounded. Oh, another one!
Ooh.
Seriously? Ouch. That's so lame.
+5 is pretty good in that case.
Yeah. Alright, and then I'm going to move my fall movement. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, there's that light.
Yeah. Hi,
Oh my
it's
god!
me. I'm
There's
here.
something trying to get through the door that I can see now! Guys, this is an emergency!
So not only that, but you can hear more bellowing coming from the hallway to y'all's left. That would be to the east.
All right, I think then what I'm going to do is, seeing that, I'm going to put the wand away and pull my crossbow back out
There you go.
and put it up to my shoulder. And just say, "You got this. We're doing really well so far, I think."
Simran. Simran?
Oh,
Who's
she's
just
frozen.
Frozen. At first, I thought she was deep in thought.
Yeah,
but
right? Same.
No, she's
Oh.
frozen.
Also, just
Hello?
quick question. Hi.
There we go,
Yes, hi.
Okay, okay.
Weren't there
sorry.
2 Darrow in this room before?
One left.
One vanished through the
Oh.
wall.
That's right.
And as for viewers, apologies, I am on the road again, and so I am on Wi-Fi and not, my home connection. But Simran will ready an arcane strike, slashy slash for if anything comes within striking range, or she can move to something. Well, she can't move, but if anything comes within striking range, she'll hit it.
Okay, so it looks like everyone but Ursion then. No, Confidence didn't have enough to ready. So Nusine and Ivor and Simran are all readied behind this table over here. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so there are some other things going on. This other Darrow is still in initiative. Roll 20, why are you being such a butt?
Why indeed.
Like, it's just having total trouble even, like, selecting something.
Huh.
Everything's going so slow. 15, 20. Okay, great. Then the blonde man. More shouting is happening. 25, 30. And I'll put him right there. And I've got to add 2 new creatures.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Cabbage Head.
Right.
Don't forget Cabbage Head.
I thought Cabbage Head was the,
I don't think so.
Frankenstein's creature. Maybe he has 2 of them. Cabbage Head and Nappa. Those are their names. Those are good
I like
names.
I like it.
I can dig it.
Good
God
stuff.
dang! Come on, roll 20. The lag is unbelievable.
Do you want to try to reload the page, maybe, or is that?
We're in the middle of everything.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you come back to it? Is what I mean. Yeah.
Almost there.
These combats are obviously too lethal and complicated. We should make them simpler and safer.
Yeah, it's probably because you have so many things loaded up. If you just
That's
remove one of
right.
them, it'll probably speed it up.
Yeah.
If I
you
just
remove
got
one
rid of
the
all of
monsters.
them.
Yeah, just take all the monsters out and everything will be fine.
We're just trying to help you out.
I'll do that.
I'm trying to help the viewers. I
Jargon
mean,
moves. At this point, the golem bursts through the door. You can see that this it's been crafted together with what looks like rotting flesh that's just like dripping and dropping off of it as it's moving into the chamber.
wow, that's disgusting.
Gross.
Right.
It's so disgusting, in fact, that anyone who is within 30 feet of this,
Oh, shit.
which will be all of you in just a second,
Yeah.
will have to make fortitude saves.
Okay.
Fortitude.
Yes.
Yikes.
Oh, does it smell really bad?
Yes, against its stench. 5, 10,
Great.
15. So I'm going to stop here because New Scene had a trigger.
Right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But at this point, I think most of you are in the stench.
Yeah, I think all of us are.
Yeah, I think all of us are.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Huzzah for the stench.
Huzzah!
What type of effect
Sweet.
is this?
It is.
Because I get bonus against
It's gonna be.
minor-
It's gonna be nausea.
Okay.
It's a stench. It's a smell.
It's a stenchy stench.
Right, I
A
think
creature with the stench special ability secretes an oily chemical that every other creature finds offensive.
okay. Great.
What do we got? Call them out.
I got a 13.
Pass.
So did I.
Pass.
Good on us.
16 for Simran.
Pass.
23 for Nusine.
Good. Pass. Pass.
25 for Ivor.
Wonderful. Wow, y'all. Damn, what the fuck?
We smelt worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say we hang out with Ivor.
Oh, not nice. That was good.
Not that bad. It's just
I mean-
like natural human body odor.
Nausea is pretty bad.
I know.
You can't do anything when you're nauseous.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's how I feel
That's
whenever I
not my
ride in cars.
I was gonna say that's not my experience in real life. I'm nauseous all the time, and I manage to get things done.
Good for you. I'm able to move around, and I think that's about it. So luckily, the golem's foul stench has not nauseated any of you. However, after it moved 15 feet, New Scene's trigger, and I think Ivor's trigger probably
Yeah.
goes off. So
sure.
by all means, take him. Take him if you got him.
All right, so Nusine
Great.
finishes casting the spell as, and actually is no material components, just whispering on some arcane symbols and throwing them out into the air, and all of a sudden the shadows that he's casting along the ground reap up to try and grab him. So I need him to make a will save.
Oh,
Nice.
will save.
And
Okay,
it's not
okay.
like mind affecting. I checked. It's shadow.
figured.
Specifically, yeah.
I figured, but thank you for double checking that.
Mhm.
Will, its will is about as good as it can get, I guess.
I don't know what that means. Not great.
Mm.
That's a 10.
You pin the target's shadow to its current location, causing the target to become entangled and preventing it from moving further than 5 feet from its original position. Each round on its turn, the target can attempt a new saving throw to end the effect as a full round action.
Nice.
And it lasts for 4 levels, for 4 rounds.
Fucking witch! New scene!
Mhm.
I believe she's an arcanist.
Correct, arcane.
Actually.
Get it right.
Dang it! I was trying to be polite. So yeah, this rotting flesh golem, this carrion golem, just bursts into the room like acid and wood splashing everywhere. And 1, 2, 3 steps in, New Scene is like chanting? No verbal, you said.
No, just verbal and somatic, like no materials is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then boom, like its shadow comes up and grabs it. And I can move 5 feet, right?
Yeah, up just max 5 feet in any direction from where you are when you took that spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
so not like 5 feet per round.
Yes. Trying to move it.
It's working really well then.
Yes, it's that spell.
Damn you, New Scene! So as it moves, you can see its shadow like stretching out behind it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That means that old Cabbage Head has got to make a fortitude save against this creature's foul stench.
Yeah.
Because smell doesn't differentiate. I don't know if you were... Any of y'all knew that?
That's what my granny always used to say.
Smell don't differentiate, she used to say.
That's right.
Did I ever get his reaction as well? Or
Not
ready
yet,
to... Okay.
but I think it'll happen.
Okay, Cabbage Head is good. Ivor, go ahead and take it.
Okay, so Ivor has never seen a golem before and doesn't know anything about them, or any kind of immunities that they might have, or any special abilities that they might have. So he just unleashes his electric blast right at this thing.
New scene. Is that spell subject to spell resistance?
Oh, for sure. Do I need a roll for that?
It's immune
Oh, okay.
to magic.
Okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough. So I still cast a
Yes.
spell, but it goes out.
So it grabs it and then just like it pulls and stretches and it just like
Oh,
fades away.
Fair
And
enough.
Ivor, as your electricity shoots into it, it just
Nothing happens, which is actually good for Ivor. I mean, he
All right,
doesn't.
Ursian.
He continues to not know what happens when golems get electricity pumped into them.
your stuff
Because
is
it doesn't
energy
hit.
resistance, not spell resistance, right?
Right.
No, it is.
No.
It is subject to spell resistance.
Is Shocking Grasp subject to spell resistance?
I will check.
At-
Yes,
Yes.
Shocking Grasp is subject to spell resistance.
There have got to be lightning spells that aren't subject to spell resistance, though.
There must be, or like some kind of lightning ability that isn't,
Or just weapons that deal lightning damage.
yeah, weapons.
That
deal
makes
damage.
sense. Okay, yeah. So both
and then-
dissipate.
And then, I can't take a move action because it's not my turn. Never mind. Carry on.
Thanks to
Yes.
Veldrin for that nice catch. Golems do indeed have magic immunity.
Good to learn.
Thanks,
Vel-
Veldrin.
Veldrin.
Thanks, Beltrin.
No, it's well.
No,
it was
it's good.
good for Ivor. Thanks, Veldrin.
No, but really, thank you. We're just
Okay,
slightly bitter.
so
Can I do a knowledge
Um,
check on see what Nisi knows about golems? We can do that next round, I guess.
yeah, let's do it on your turn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave the carry-on golem there for now. I liked that image of it like not being able to make it just far enough, even though it's not entangled. And come like barreling out of this this small tunnel to the east. 5, 10, 15. A little faster, roll 20. 25 is this ogrekin man, like a human with ogre blood in him, obviously just by his girth and stature. But looking at him, his flesh and body is horribly deformed. You can see like these pockets of fat and like and muscle just kind of lumps all over him. One big heavy like skin sack over one of his eye, and the other eye is just pure white. And he's wearing like some sort of leather armor. Me fight you, Cabbage Head, protect Lair.
Cabbage Head, it's the famous
Cabbage Head, I
Cabbage
presume.
Head.
So that
His
was
reputation precedes him.
a move. I could move up. I'm gonna stay there. Ursion, your turn.
Okay. Well, Cabbage Head looks like a real pleasant fellow. Ursian is going to jump up on this. Oh, I'm not touching anything. Sorry. I'm going to jump up on this table, and I'm going to ready an action to see if either the Flesh Golem or Cabbage Head become within reach of my sword, or whomever. I'm going to hit them with a power attack. At this point, I will wait.
Okay, great. New scene.
Okay, well, having seen that fail, let me go ahead and do a knowledge check on golems.
Yes.
Is it Arcana?
It could be. It is. It is. It
yeah.
is
Okay.
Arcana.
Okay. Yeah.
Arcana. It could be engineering, but engineering's more actually for robots, not combat.
Right.
They are different.
22.
22. Remind me the DC again. 5 plus the monster's CR.
I think so. That sound.
If it's
Wait, did
if
you
it's
say
a common
5
creature,
plus? I
if
thought it
it's a
was like
common
15
monster,
plus.
for particular
Oh,
rare
right.
monsters, it's 15 plus.
Right.
Double checking, it's CR. You got 22. Okay,
Correct.
this is clearly a golem. It's definitely a carry-on golem, which is
Okay.
like steps below flesh golems. Like this isn't a golem that someone who is a master golem maker creates. This is a novice golem, and thus all golem immunities apply.
Okay.
And I think Homero knows what that means.
Yes.
And New Scene obviously does too, because I just told you that they know that that's what that means. So immune to a whole bunch of things, including magic, mind affecting, paralysis, poison, etc.
Yeah, pretty much everything I've got. So,
And you can imagine, I'll give you a little extra bonus, that attacks from this creature, you can just see that the flesh on it is probably infected. Maybe there's like some sort of disease or bugs somewhere within it.
Gross.
okay. Okay, well that secures it then. Nusine as begins to do the same thing that technically hasn't done in a while, but begins to grab this bit of chemical and mutter some arcane words and point it at Ursion as he will begin to grow over the next round.
Oh boy.
Oh, and the start of your next turn, he will
Correct.
be large.
Right.
All right, Ivor.
That table.
He's gonna need that reach.
Ivor, seeing that his electric blast did absolutely nothing, reaches for his dagger, intending to like run in, but then sees this new combatant, and he decides to ignore Nappa and focus on Cabbage Head instead, and reaches his hand out and points an electric blast at Cabbage Head.
Go for it. Oh my god, versus his touch?
Cabbage Head is gonna have a bad time just because of the construct.
13 to hit touch AC?
It does have soft cover because of all the people in the way, so that is barely a miss.
So I would need 14 because it's 10 would be the base, and then plus 4. Oh, if I had taken
Don't read into it that
a
much.
5-foot step, I would have been able to do it, right?
5-foot step.
If I had let's say I had done this. Because then I would have had a direct line on
you
it.
can grab the measuring tape and pull it and see exactly what is in the way. So yeah, that would be a much more direct line.
Could I have done that? Please, Chris?
Let me double check. Since you're asking, I'm going to pull the ruler out. All right, I'll give it to you.
A merciful God.
So
I am. I've been drinking. Yes.
Yay!
So maybe the electricity, even just as it's moving, despite all the metal that Ursion's wearing, it arcs barely around him.
Yay!
Damage?
14 damage.
Hell yeah!
Very nice.
Wow.
Let me just double check. Cabbage Head isn't immune to magic. Great.
I hope not. I'm
Everything.
here.
As it's just lighting him up, you can hear him and the smell of baking fat just rises up in the room.
This is
I'm
disgusting.
regretting this choice.
This is a gross battle.
Confidence.
All right, I have my crossbow at the ready, but first sort of seeing how everyone's sort of ready for battle, I'm gonna run between Ivor and Simran and just kind of run up here. And as I do it, I'm gonna grab my holy symbol. I actually think I'm gonna be in this space here instead. I lied. Right behind Ursion, and grab my holy symbol and start praying, and I'm gonna cast Bless on everybody.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's a +1 to all of your attack rolls and saving throws against fear.
Except for New Scene.
Except for New Scene, sorry.
Don't worry about it. Don't need it.
They have feelings just not very strong one.
Correct.
No morale bonuses.
As the golden light from the first vault fills the room, you all feel blessed by Abadar's watchful eye.
Hashtag bless.
Hashtag blessed. Simran.
Okay.
You blessed, girl.
Yeah. So no one is within striking range of Simran. So, for funsies, she's gonna do a new thing.
Ooh.
She is going to get very angry and cast Scorching Ray at the cabbage guy.
Cabbage head.
Cabbage head is gonna get scorched.
That's cabbage head.
Would you like to move? Right now it has soft cover with Ursion on the table.
She's gonna get up on the table too.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Really glad I didn't decide to hide under the table now. I had been considering it.
Because it's about to boom.
Okay. Well, yeah, Ursion's growing, and she knows that, so she'll step down. Happy? She'll move down, off the table, and she is going to cast Scorching Ray.
Go for it.
At the thing, and this is my first time casting it, so give me a second. Sorry, it's 46 points of fire damage, and this is going to be a ranged touch attack.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
AC is 10 or AC.
Scorch that, bruh.
The AC
It
is
might
10.
be. I told you. I said don't read too much into that.
Okay, it might be slightly higher than 10.
Mm-hmm.
And
11.
okay,
You're spoiling it for our viewers.
Well, what can I say?
that is
They
an
can easily
18 to
Google.
hit. It's
Oh.
not AC,
Yeah, that definitely hits.
and it's, let me make sure, 46. I said
Oh my
Wait.
God, 46.
Are you casting
46.
46
Okay.
to
I am.
it? Yeah, gotcha. You're right.
Damn, fire damage.
11 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Okay, poor cabbage head. More burns.
Cabbage head is ridiculous.
It's an unfortunate name.
Yeah.
Does his head look like cabbage?
The
Yeah.
hair on it, like he's got these like yellowing like wisps of hair that's just like barely there.
Hmm.
In
DM,
what way is
would
that
a
like a cabbage?
It doesn't.
DM, would a knowledge check about the golem be, what kind of action would that be?
It's a free action. Arcana for the golem, and then local for cabbage head.
She's gonna do Arcana for the golem because she saw that new scene spell didn't take, and of course that makes her interested. So let's just see what she knows.
Mhm.
That's a 24.
24. So yeah, I can't give you any more than what New Scene got, but you are aware as well that like attacks from this creature are probably contagious in some way, shape, or form, and that it has all of the same immunities that almost every single golem does.
And okay, because I personally don't know what immunities. Golem has.
So it's I can give you the full list. It's immune to ability damage. It's immune to ability drain. It's immune to bleed. It's immune to death and necromancy. It's immune to disease. It's immune to energy drain. It's immune to exhaustion. It's immune to fatigue. It's immune to magic. It's immune to mind affecting effects. It's immune to non-lethal damage. It's immune to paralysis. It's immune to poison and sleep and stunning.
Okay, thank you. That will change what kind of spell she casts at it. If she
That's an excellent point. Oh, and it has damage reduction. The way that its body is created, a lot of golems will like their hide will be tougher. So just from looking at this one, you can tell that the only thing that would really work on this would be piercing damage.
Okay. And is changing a weapon out a kind of action?
It's a move action.
Okay, I've already moved, so no moving for me.
Okay, great. That brings us back to Madero. Some things are going on off screen. If this were a movie, I would totally like describe it.
Share it with the viewers.
Yep.
Not with us.
We'll all cover our ears, we promise.
Yeah, I'm not listening.
She says, putting her hands over her earphones.
So I'm not gonna mess with them too much because Roll20 is so lame, so fresh and so lame. Okay. The golem. You're right there, Simran. 5, 10. It lurches forward up to you.
Does
Ursian, I think
Ursian have a held attack? Yeah.
You did.
it would have. Yeah, that triggers the. Oh, and we're offline.
Oh.
Are we?
Oh
So
no.
a browser encountered an error while decoding, or is that just me?
That might be just you. I'm still seeing.
It is just me. Excuse me. Go on. Sorry.
Okay. I'm power attacking, like I said. I'm
Yes.
also blessed. I'm standing on a table. Does that give me higher ground? Would be a +1.
+2 circumstance bonus.
I thought it was +1, but I'll take it.
Oh, is higher ground an actual rule?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus
It's a
one.
+1. Yep.
See, I've been playing this game for years, and
They were all in the
And they
world.
stack because they're different kinds of bonuses. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Does
That's the
four-
part I still have to wrap.
Does a
my
so the
14
higher ground
hit?
is a circumstance bonus, probably.
So the 14 hit.
Against the golem, no.
Okay.
You're as
I rolled a 4, by the way, so that's kind of
holy shit. As your
That-
great sword like slashes down, you know that like the layers of like rotting flesh protected it.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay. Well, so be it.
Gonna have to roll some saves.
After I attack, we'll see if the slam gets through.
Gulp.
Gulp.
A little grand slam action.
Where are we at Denny's? Like,
It's Rudy Tooty, fresh and...
The Denny's Warren. No, that's a 12.
It's not that toxic.
That doesn't even touch her.
So it swings and
Ducks.
ducks out of the way. Ducks and dodges.
Ugh,
Cabbage.
the stench.
A little cabbage head action. Me keep home safe for daddy. And he's gonna move up here and punch Ursian.
Okay.
Not my ideal target, to be perfectly honest.
Is he like... He's unarmed against me armed. Do I get an attack of opportunity? Oh, I would use my attack of opportunity.
He has improved unarmed strike.
I would have... That's something a smart thing to have before punching me, so... Good
Um,
on him.
yes. Roll 1d20 plus. Yeah, this will be a power attack.
Oh, good on him. Oh, Jesus Christ, Chris.
Natural
man.
20!
What?
Yes! What
Confirm
the
it.
fuck? Okay,
Confirm that
okay,
shit.
okay. Let's see what happens when the confirmation goes.
Ha!
No, that's a 10 to confirm, not a critical hit. So
That's the third
unfortunately-
non-crit, like the crit that you've
Yeah.
hit and then can
Yeah.
confirm. That's
That's so unfortunate.
yeah, it's kind of blows.
Yeah, that was the word we were gonna use.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So we're only gonna do
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. As he just punches you like in the and he hits your armor, and you can feel the blow come through it. And he's just hitting you with a bare fist. Ursian, it's your turn.
I'm impressed. I'm gonna try to power attack. You know, I'm gonna ignore him because I feel like Simran's in trouble, and so he punches me, and I barely glance at him, and I'm going to power attack the golem again. See if I can get luckier than a 4. That would be nice. Let's find out. And a 26. Does that hit?
Yeah.
26 definitely hits, baby.
All right, I'll take that. And that is 2d6 plus What are you now again? Plus 14. Okay, so the golem takes 24 damage.
Whoa! Okay, not all of that is going to get through.
Okay, fair enough.
Because of the way it's constructed, the slashing damage just doesn't seem to bother it.
Yeah, it gets caught up in whatever.
But that's still, I mean,
Bone
19
bristle.
points of damage. That's still almost half of what it's working with.
And by the way, Homero, is that con bonus you gave me used up, right?
Yeah, that went away at the
It
beginning.
was like for like a round, right?
2 rounds, but yeah.
Okay, so that takes me back down to 20. All right, we're good.
Okay, new scene, you're up.
Well, at this point, now Ursion is large in front of both of these two fellas.
Oh, so that means that some people are going to have to... Which way is
Just confidence. I guess I can grow in any direction that would fit, right?
So I would definitely
Right.
say you're growing back, like to the...
Yeah, and I can actually, because now I am large, and so now we can...
I just basically, like, duck. And
Yeah.
I'm about to move backward anyway, so.
Oh, shit. So, whoop, 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 whoop.
So that's what happens when Cabbage Head punches me. I get bigger. You should do it again.
It's directly after you slash the golem that, like, as soon as you finish that, like, and the table
Stole
just...
its power.
the table just crashes underneath you. It's a good thing because otherwise you would not have enough head space to stand up properly.
Yeah, I probably like hit the top and just shoved it down. That's
Yeah,
great.
because this room is like the first ossuary that we came in, ossuary. The first room that we came into was about like 15 feet tall, but the tunnels and the hallway before, like those were much shorter. It seems like we're entering back into some sort of constructed space. Okay, new scene.
Lucine will kind of go up against this corner here, and will magic missile Cabbage Head.
Okay.
Using the
Cabbage
wands.
Head.
So this is gonna be. Where's the little guy here? So 4 damage
Nice.
against Cabbage Head as an arcane missile just blasts him in the neck.
Not bad. Chung. Great. And I guess that's it for your turn.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Okay, Ivor.
It's getting real crowded up here. So,
Mm-hmm.
Ivor. Okay, so for some reason I cannot click on my tokens.
Oh, you think you have the ruler selected? Right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use.
That's alright. I keep doing that with the little hand grab tool.
Ivor is quite speedy, so he's just gonna just walk down to this corner. Actually, well, here. And now he can get a little bit of a better shot on Cabbage Head, and he's going to shoot him with lightning that he makes out of his body.
Okay, I think the golem is definitely in the way here.
Then,
No?
then Ivor's not going to do that.
You could go next to
He's-
Nucine, it would be a clean
Yeah,
shot, because that
let's go
other
next to
Darrow's
Nucine.
unconscious.
I was just trying to leave room for confidence.
It's
Oh,
fine.
I see.
But
It's
yeah,
fine. Kill him and then I won't need to.
great. Ivor will go there and he'll shoot at Cabbage Head.
Cabbage Head!
24 to hit.
Yes,
Actually, that
that
should be a
hits.
25 to hit because he's blessed.
Bless.
Hashtag list.
Hashtag blessed.
Definitely a hit.
That is some damage.
Do your attacks count as
14.
weapons? 14 points of damage.
I don't think so. I don't know. It's,
I'll think about that later.
Does that matter?
I'm probably confusing it with Inspire Courage, the bardic performance, which is specifically for weapon attacks. And
Oh,
damages.
let me double check here on Bless if you would like.
You did
Attack
14.
rolls. That's
Okay.
all it says.
Yeah,
Great.
it's an attack roll.
Describe your KO.
Nice.
He's been like, I guess, like burning a little bit because he got shot with electricity and with fire, and this one
Yeah.
just cooks him. Just he's like maybe not well done, but like medium well.
And he falls to the ground, dying. So he's not quite there yet, but he's at like negative. Okay, I got it. So, all right, confidence.
All right. I will step over the unconscious body of this Darrow. And
no, that Darrow's dead.
oh, the dead body of that Darrow.
Cut off its hand. And
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the
caved in its
mutilated
chest.
corpse of this Darrow. And kind of brace myself and brace my crossbow against my hip and take a shot at this here golem.
Golem.
And
The
we're seeing-
table. I'll give it light cover with the table.
even though I could shoot under the legs of the table.
Well,
Slash-
okay, sorry, the table's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Ursion fell down. So now it's upgraded to soft cover.
That's okay because Simran is still there, which still means I get a bonus. Cause feats, y'all.
Feats, y'all.
Oh,
Teamwork.
yeah.
Makes the dream work.
Oh my god, I rolled a 2. That's a 12 to hit.
Oh, no thanks. Get that out of here. Simran, you've got
Hold on, I'm gonna just take a move action and reload my crossbow.
Okay.
Sorry, just wanted to state that.
Simran,
On the
you've
record.
got a nasty-smelling carrion golem in your face. And it looks like it's about to take 2 attacks on you next when it's its turn next. What do you do?
Okay. Can I use my move action to bring out my rapier instead of my scimitar?
Yes.
Okay. And then okay, she's going to I guess attempt to cast defensively.
Okay.
She wants to do the arcane strike thing.
Yep, so we're going to have to make a concentration check.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if it provokes to pull out?
It doesn't. I just checked.
Okay, great.
Okay. Let's see.
What are we casting?
Arcane strike, because she
Okay,
knows
okay.
that it's resistant to magic. This is just to get 2 attacks at it.
Got it.
Um.
And we're looking at a 17 DC.
24.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so it is going to arcane strike with her rapier.
Copy.
And she gets +1 for blessed, right?
Yep.
And that's only to hit.
Yes.
Okay, cool. That is a 12 to hit.
That is not a hit, I'm afraid. I'm
All right.
afraid not.
She's gonna do it again. A 17?
17 is a hit. Exactly.
Yay!
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she does 10 piercing damage.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Okay. 10 piercing damage, and all of that, you see, you can feel your rapier just like sliding through the rotting flesh. And every single inch of that damage goes all the way through. 10 points of it. Unfortunately, it's not enough. It is still up. And with its turn, it just swings both of its meaty fists at you.
Fair.
Gonna make 2 attacks, 2 slams with its gross, diseased limbs. 17 on the first one.
It bounces off her armor.
Whew.
Yeah. And a 9. Shit. God, when I'm not.
Blocks its arm out of the way.
Oh, God, that's scary. Disease, man.
I know.
That's no joke.
Yeah.
Skin of her teeth, y'all. Skin of her teeth.
Okay, things are happening off screen. Cabbage Head is got a really strong constitution, stabilizes. He is no longer dying. He's just unconscious. So that leads us to Ursion.
Okay, I'm still blessed, right? +1?
Yep,
Yeah,
next 4 minutes.
Oh, that's nice. I'm going to take a step back because I have reach now. So I can hit the golem from here, and also if it tries to approach my friends, potential for attacks of opportunity. I'm going to regular attack, not power attack. I roll a 30, which is a potential crit.
Okay.
Oh no.
Luckily, these things are not immune to critical hits.
A 16 does not hit, though, right?
A 16 is not a crit, no.
Okay, so it's just regular damage, which is enlarged damage.
And this thing's not doing too hot.
It's got damage reduction. I mean, you know.
Sadly, you're not going to be able to fit through this hallway. Still,
I only rolled. It was a terrible roll. I did 16 damage.
16 damage. Describe your kill.
Yeah.
Damage reduction too, Chris. So.
Yep. Describe your kill.
Okay, so I take a leap back and I go for an overhand strike, smash, like kind of glance my sword against the ceiling because it's too high. So then I get kind of almost down on one knee and slice across, and I take his head off, swinging over Simran's head by inches.
Yeah. And are we out of initiative? Are we dropping out of initiative?
You
tell us. Yeah, last time we thought we were, and we weren't.
I know. I do not have anyone coming out of the shadows yet. So let's drop out of initiative for now.
Okay.
And dear viewers, I think that is an excellent time for us to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break as we drop out of initiative and examine the chaos of this alchemy lab around us. Where did Yargrin go? Where did that Darrow go that just seemed to walk into the wall? And where the hell is Rolf Lamb? Maybe we'll find out after this short break. Welcome back to A Cage Sustained. We are in a very messy alchemy lab. Yes, the lab probably wasn't too well organized to begin with, but after the tussle that we just had, it's definitely the one of the main tables is completely ruined by Ursion's large form. But we can see that another table and one of the cauldrons in this room were recently broken as well. And the nonsense at the end of this hallway to the south, where that golem came out of the boarded up room. What do you do?
I'm still big, so I kind of lumber. I realize that I at this point I'm doing more damage than good, so I kind of step back away and wait for the spell to run its course.
Sorry, yeah. Nusim will take a standard action to dismiss the spell. So another 6 seconds, and then you get small. Or regular.
Down.
Wasn't there another Darrow in this room? Where did it go?
It went through the wall.
What?
It appeared to go through the wall. I don't know. Is that what Darrow can do?
Are they pointing at which wall it is?
I am.
Can I look at it and see if there's like a secret door?
It's the wall right behind Ivor. Yeah.
Okay.
Roll, make a perception check.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out. What's my perception score again? Oh, yeah. 20.
20.
20.
Nice.
20 is exactly what you need to realize that this is another secret passage. almost exactly like the ones that we came through before.
Can
Sorry, go ahead.
can Simran look down at the golem in front of her and see if there's anything on it that will tell like what's going on with it, or who animated it, or anything it's carrying?
It's not carrying anything,
It's
nor
all
is it
carried.
nor is it wearing anything. Just examining it alone. I mean, you had a pretty good Arcana check earlier. I'm not sure you would know how to be able to tell who made it
Okay.
by examining it.
Like just if it was carrying a calling card or something.
Sure. I mean, if you like took 10 or 20 like looking at this thing, there's nothing particularly interesting on it.
Okay.
You don't have to roll for it, essentially.
Okay.
Oh, and let me open the door to the south since that opened up as well.
So we definitely know that hidden passageway was the other way we could have come down, right? Because we went the other way.
I don't know anything for sure.
No, I don't think so. We've gone
Oh, maybe not.
we've gone
Okay.
entirely in one direction from the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
No, but it does make sense. We did know that there was another way, and it makes sense geographically. Ivor would know this because he's trained in knowledge geography.
So it's Nucine.
It
So I
makes
guess the
sense that
geography.
those things would connect.
Yeah, we kind of put it together.
That's
Be entirely wrong.
dungeoneering is what's used to
Ivor's
determine
also
depth
trained in
and
knowledge
stuff like that.
engineering.
We'll just put that out there.
So I think Ursian is cleaning off his
I also
sword.
think you would instantly know that's false. Confidence, you can see that this tunnel is one tunnel that ends 15 feet down.
That's too bad.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, maybe 20, 25 feet.
Got a 24 knowledge engineering, so I'd figure that out at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so, but it is the way that Darrow went, and the sooner we can find someone in this place that can tell us where Rolf Lamb is, the better. Otherwise, we're going to be wandering around, blundering into acid traps and monsters for Abadar knows how long.
Why don't we ask the one
You make a
calling
good
him
point.
daddy? Calling someone daddy.
Do you really want to wake that creature back up? It seemed very adamant about ripping us apart.
Oh, we can tie him up. We've got rope.
We should tie him up anyway, because if we need to go do something else, he might,
Agreed.
Yeah.
chase after us and kill us, maybe. While we're here, should we maybe look around and see if we can find anything useful in this room? Maybe some information or something that would help us?
Absolutely.
A lot of stuff in here.
Oh, my job.
I would love to just perceive to see like what seems interesting.
You love to perceive.
And Simran will help. She
We should
wants to
also
look around.
heal up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ursian is cleaning off his sword and looking at the dead body of the Darrow that you guys are having a conversation like over and like stepping around the room and like walking around this like intelligent prone corpse at our feet and wondering how in a couple weeks like how the party has changed in this time, like just like bodies and magic creatures and constructs just at our feet in pieces, and it's just he's kind of like staring kind of regretfully a little bit, but also kind of just like with this, I don't know, some kind of like satisfaction, but he can't like take his eyes off of it.
Ivor got a 19 perception to look for interesting things in the room.
Besides the corpse.
Is it perception or investigation or whatever?
Perception.
Perception. Okay.
Investigation is not a skill, Pathfinder.
What is it?
It doesn't have its an equivalent in Pathfinder, actually.
That's a 7 for Simran. She's distracted by the smell.
You find new ways to be nauseous. You discover you didn't know that skin could look that way. Why does this thing have? It's got 4 livers for some reason.
In 3rd edition, I think search was
it was a search. I think they put search in perception in like search and spot. Yeah,
search, spot, and listen.
Yep.
Well, so I heard that Ivor had a decent perception check.
Yeah, it was okay.
What was it? 19.
19.
So yes, I mean there like there's plenty of alchemical goods in here. You can see quite a lot of it was destroyed. Not during this fight, but at whatever fight happened in here at an earlier point in time. Now, I mentioned that there's a cauldron and another table that was busted. And it looks like there was some, sort of action that this room had seen before. But just looking around, you know that there's definitely enough here that one could cobble together an alchemist's lab easily enough. You also can smell, as you're like moving around, the strong scent of vermin repellent. You find 3 doses of that in the exact same packaging as the ones you saw at the old fishery.
Given that and the fact that the guy that we fought there was here, it seems, I think, evident to Confidence, and I think she would say, well, I guess it was too much to hope for that Rolf and his old man were on the outs. Seems like either they were working together the whole time, or Rolf has taken this opportunity to step into his father's shoes.
Or he started a rival business to try to take his father down, but then he got in too deep because he was making too much money, and then he was like, oh, is this my life now? Maybe I have become my father.
Let's ask him when we meet him.
You also find 2 Tanglefoot bags, 4 doses of black adder venom, 2 doses of silver sheen, a hybridization funnel.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
Hybridization funnel. Okay.
Is that an alchemical tool or a...
I
Yes.
love that Homero got super excited by this.
It's new
'Cause I have
scene, like,
no idea.
stroking it in a corner.
No,
So-
I had
So it's a
a
sex toy.
alchemist in my home game, and a hybridization funnel allows you to mix.
Wait. Let me,
Okay.
can I set this scene?
Yes.
So Ivor's
Sorry.
going over it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Ivor holds up this funnel. Maybe it's like orange.
Mm-hmm.
I think he thinks it's some kind of menstrual product.
It's got. Here's the thing about the funnel.
He's
It's got
like,
2
confident.
funnels.
You know,
It's
is
got
this what I think
2
it is?
funnels.
It's 2 funnels that go into one. Mhm.
that combine. So he's holding up this thing with 2 like funnels that go into one little spigot, and a new scene turns.
And it's just like, that's a hybridization funnel. I think I'm the only one that can use that. Can I see that?
Yeah?
And the scene grabs
I
it,
don't
just like,
want it. I don't know. I can't use this.
and
So,
it
Chris-
starts. Yeah.
Wait, but what does it do?
So okay, so it doesn't work with potions, but it allows you to get 2 alchemical like splash properties and put it into a single flask.
like
And
acid and holy water.
exactly, or silver sheen in holy water, or any of this other stuff. Yeah, that we just found. It's a DC 25 craft alchemy check, and I think DC's the only one, and it's not great. Yeah, it's a
So-
5. I'd have to roll a natural 20 on it, but that's something
Maybe
we
at
could
a
definitely
later
use.
point.
Yeah, definitely in the future we could do that.
So, silver sheen times 2 Tanglefoot bags, 2 hybridization funnel. What was the other thing you mentioned, Chris?
Black
There's
adder
some
venom
poison, black
Oh,
adder.
black adder.
Ooh.
and 3 vermin
4
repellents.
doses of that.
Oh, 4. I've got
Of the
this in
venom.
the in our sheet.
Awesome, thanks.
There's a few other things.
Oh my god! And
Ivor,
well, wait, there's
you
more.
notice in the room to the south, what looks like a storeroom. You can see with the light coming off of radiating from Confidence that there are several empty shelves in there. It looks like the place has mostly been cleared out. But on the ground, you can see what looks like a fresh human arm that bears several distinctive Shoanti tattoos.
No.
Yes.
Guys, I think I found the arm of the Shawanti body that we're looking for.
Oh no.
Come look.
Yeah, I'll go with Ivor.
Confidence, can you save him?
I
Sorry,
think
even
this
I don't believe that one.
might be a little beyond my skills, Ivor.
It's okay. I knew it was a long shot.
And that's the only thing that seems to be in here from the look of it?
The room is bare otherwise.
Does the arm have any like particular marks on it, like it was going to be incorporated into that creature, or like it was eating it, or
How was it severed? Like
it
a
was
clean cut?
It was a clear, clean cut, and the arm definitely looked prepared in some way. I wouldn't imagine there was any. There's no stitching or anything like on it, but the arm. It looked like it was like maintained in some sort of status.
Does any part of the golem's body have like Shoanti tattoos on it?
No. And indeed, like most of the golem, it looks like the flesh is so rotted and old that it couldn't have come from Geichen.
But if someone were going to make a new golem, they might want fresh body parts.
Yeah, probably.
Is what Ivor is thinking.
Yeah.
We need to take this with us.
Okay.
Simran,
you wanted me to carry it?
I can't. It's like...
I can carry it.
Okay. Would you? Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Simran and Ursion, what are you doing?
Simran was trying to look around for stuff and failed with the 7.
Now I'm sharpening my sword while looking at the dead body.
Okay. Simran, after looking around, you kind of like give up, like, well, they found all of that alchemical crap anyway.
Yep.
And maybe you take a step back, like next to a table or something, and your boot clinks into a leather bag. Looks like a haversack of some kind.
She will pick it up and take a look at it.
You can definitely hear like the clink of some things, and when you open it up,
upend it on the table.
Okay, yeah. So several items come pouring out. Several different potions. 1, 2, 3 of them that look like they're all the same type of potion, and then 2 other potions that look like different kinds of potions, and then 3 scrolls.
Okay. She looks over and sees Nucine is probably still like face deep in funnel.
Yeah.
That's how you use it. I know
it's picturing a neti pot.
So she's like, okay. Sorry, was that it or was there more?
Yeah, it was 5 potions and 3 scrolls.
Okay. So Simran will say, "Hey, I'll look what I found." And start looking at the stuff.
Oh,
paper.
My God. Yeah. Can I just? Do you want me to?
She has detect. I don't know. Does she need to cast detect magic to know that anything is like?
So for the potions, you definitely are identifying them via spellcraft through their auras that you're seeing with detect magic. The scrolls you're kind of deciphering as you're reading the magic inscribed on them.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah, spellcraft checks to identify.
How many should we roll? Just like 8 apiece?
Let's tell me what you're starting with, and let's go.
I was gonna start with the potions because I'm assuming Nucine's gonna go straight for the scrolls.
Yep, scrolls is first.
So I did 2 rolls for spellcraft for the potions. Should I do a third one for the third well, she's gonna do, of the 3 that are identical, she's only gonna look at one of them, and then the 2 other ones.
Well, okay, so let's count these 3 rolls as those 3 potions. Okay. You get like a chance to like look at each of them and identify.
Okay, a 17, a 16, and a 21.
Identify 15, 17, 21. Right, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 21 will let you know that 3 of these potions are potions of Cure Moderate Wound.
Dope.
Yes. I think I got the caster level right on those. And there are 2 other potions, which should be just as. I think it should be the same level, caster level. Yes.
Okay. If I cannot figure out what those are, I'm handing those to New Scene.
Okay.
Okay. So
And I can.
I mean, you can hand them to me.
Make another spellcraft check, just for the other 2.
Sorry. For me, or for?
I'll either or, honestly, because it's 1 spellcraft check per item per 24 hours,
Oh, okay.
something like that.
So then you should do the scrolls because I've already done them on the other 2 potions.
Well, but you could also spellcraft the scrolls. You
it's
could try
per person.
spellcrafting every single
Oh,
item.
per person. Okay. Well, then
yep.
I will roll for the scrolls too.
30?
Yeah, I got a 17 and a 30 for the.
What did you roll on the die to get a 17? A 2?
A 5.
It looks like a natural 1 from Simran on the 11.
And then a 28. And then a 15.
These well-trained students of the academy.
Oh,
And then for those for the other ones, 27,
Jesus.
27,
27, 31. Jesus Christ. We got some smart-ass people up in here. Okay, so the other 2 potions are a potion of lesser restoration and a potion of invisibility.
Nice.
Okay.
The scrolls, we have 2
Great.
scrolls of false life
Ooh.
and a scroll
Everyone
of
knows that.
dispel magic.
Very nice.
And then you realize, of course, that it's a handy haversack. What is a handy haversack?
Is it a baby bag of holding?
Basically.
It is a baby bag. It's Junior's baby's first bag of holding.
Oh.
Mhm.
Ursia, here, carry this.
Actually, anyone else should probably carry it.
Okay,
the
I'll
weight
carry
will stay, yeah.
It always weighs 5 pounds, no matter what you stick in it. So it might as well.
Something I can actually carry?
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Well,
That
you've got,
puts you
you've
about
got
medium.
wands and other stuff to worry about. Let me carry this.
How many minutes or how many rounds do we think have gone by?
For like 4 or 5?
I mean,
I
no,
mean, we're spellcrafting stuff. It's gonna take a while.
I bet at least a minute has gone
Oh,
by.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would
Yeah,
say
for sure.
Going
5
through
to 10.
everything.
I was going to say 5 to 10 minutes, yeah.
That sounds about right to me as well.
Which means Bless has worn off.
Right.
So at a certain point, I
While
think
they are spellcrafting, Chris, sorry, just kind of concurrently to that, I'm going to heal some people.
very smart. Go for it.
Yeah. And particularly, I'm going to go up to Ursia first and kind of seeing him looking over the body of this person that he chopped in half. And kind of pull out the wand and just kind of give him a little tap on the armored thigh, about my shoulder level.
As you approach, I start realizing that I haven't pulled the bolts out yet, so I just pluck them out, kind of just toss them aside.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I just I'm looking at this kind of splayed tiny woman. It's not a great. It's kind of a horrific image.
Sure.
And
She's also holding one of the weapons that she has is an Achilles, a hooked throwing club. So this kind of weird looking weapon that's got a 20-foot cord attached to it. I think that's all she has on her, actually.
Yeah, I have taken her repeating crossbow.
And no money either.
Yeah.
That's my third one on a healing roll.
Oh,
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Still 6 points of healing.
6 points. I'm going to give you another one, just...
Yeah, for...
Chris, can you go over the magic items one more time? I got confused over which ones are potions and which ones are scrolls.
Okay.
We have
sorry,
three
that was
potions. 3 potions of cure moderate wounds.
Got it. 2 of lesser
A potion of
restoration?
one of lesser
One.
restoration and 1 of invisibility.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then 2 scrolls of false life, and 1 scroll of dispel magic.
Got it. Okay.
So a 2 is better than a 1.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, so I'll take my 13 hit points back, which is...
How's
very-
everyone else doing? I think I'm going to give 1 to myself and 1 to Simran.
That would be nice.
Cool. Simran, this one is for you.
I'm deleting everyone out of the turn tracker.
It's another 7.
It's funny how much of
That's
D&D
frankly
really
cool.
is just like logistics management.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was walking up and down a hallway in my apartment, like, is this 30 feet? 15, 20. And I'm like, yeah, I think this hallway's like 35. Yeah, you could fit. And I'm like, so I'm just trying to imagine, how quickly does one have to move to go 30 feet in less than 6 seconds?
Pretty quickly.
But not that quickly,
Not that
actually.
quickly.
6 seconds is a long time.
I mean, we don't necessarily think of it as a long time, but when you really...
That's like,
Walk.
okay, 5 feet a second. That is what, like 2 largish steps in a second?
Yeah.
So if you like not even like run, if you kind of like scurry, you'll do it.
It's a fast walk. I mean, I'm also like 6'2", so my
5
legs
feet's
are
about-
Whoa,
one
you're
step.
6'2"?
6'1.5", I guess.
I don't realize how tall you are. I've met you.
Yeah.
But only
I was gonna
once.
say you've seen Chris in person.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Wait, are you
Anyhow.
taller than Homero?
Yeah, by 1.5 inch.
The
Whoa!
thing is, I always consider myself 6'1", but every time a lot of times I'll go on a date and they're like, "Oh, you're taller than I expected," and I'm like, "What?" So I've been putting 6'2", and then they don't say anything. I don't know. It's
I guess when you're short enough, everything above a certain height is the same
That's right.
hmm
until you hit like the 6'6" threshold, and then everything's tall, like real tall.
Anyway.
We could talk about this. let's save it for the next Mana Morning.
Yeah, there we go.
This
Sundays.
is what the viewers want.
Yeah.
We should have a mana morning of this game, and we could just talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
In case you are curious, the order of heights in this game is Scott, Chris, Homero, me, Pooja, Liza.
That's right. Just
Yep.
like in
Yeah.
like in the game.
it's funny because Sylviana, Liza, and Pooja haven't met in real life, but we can definitely assume that.
I mean,
Liza's
Liza
on
and I
one
have
end.
met. Pooja hasn't met Liza or me.
Yeah.
But I know how tall
Scott.
Liza is, and I know that you are taller than you, so that puts me right in the middle. Because I am
Anyway.
average height. Exactly.
Anyhow.
Back
So
to
I think as they kind of wrap up doing all of this spellcrafting, say, look, every minute that we spend here is a minute that Ralph Lamb is marshaling more of his monsters to attack us. We need to keep going. Or we need to leave.
How are we
Right.
doing on spells?
I'm all right.
That new scene
I'm doing all right.
specifically. Okay.
I've never been
And
better.
and I have that wand. So like that wand and these scrolls now, like, dude, solid.
Well, do we want to use? We have 2 false life scrolls. Whoa!
Sorry, it is so distracting. I'm assuming we can really hear this.
Yes, there's the faint sound of whispering coming from the hall to the
To
east.
the east. I knew it. That's what he
And
calls the lair, right? He said it got to protect Daddy in his lair or whatever.
and by the end of, I'm assuming we're at the end of this 5-minute
Mhm,
sort of.
yeah.
But we'll only call it 5 minutes because that's like 10 minutes is a lot.
Yeah.
To do all that spellcrafting. A figure tentatively like tiptoes out of the hallway. It is a human woman wearing like a blue dress with just like and it's very shabby, and she looks quite hungry and tired and malnourished, and she's peeking her head around the corner. Excuse me. I'm trying to have niceties with people in this dungeon. Are you here to save us?
And who are you?
I'm Tiora. There's a couple of us prisoners back there.
Yes,
And
definitely. We're here to
The
see.
man who ran down that way just let you come out here?
Yagrin?
Yes, I think that was his.
He went off, and then Cabbage Head followed him. And now, she looks down at Cabbage Head. Well, we could hear you, and we were just wondering if you were here to save us.
I want to try and get a
Yeah.
read on this woman because
Yeah.
I think that she's someone magically in disguise.
Same.
We're
trying to
definitely
fool
here to
us.
save you. Don't
Lucy,
worry.
can you
it
sense
is-
motive? Is that a thing you can do?
No, I don't want to sense motive. I just want to see if, like, I would actually,
Oh my
Nassim
god,
would actually
I've
go up
done
and.
my job.
Yeah.
That makes me feel so good. Like, honestly. Of course, roll sense motive.
Okay, now because I am specifically trying to determine if this is
Ooh.
someone
That's a
in
natty.
disguise, I get an extra bonus trying
Go
to
for
figure
it.
that out.
Yeah, go
I
for
just
it.
rolled a natural 20 for sense motive.
Yeah.
25 total. That's
Okay.
great. That's great.
I rolled a 30.
Whoa!
Plus
So-
17. She
Yeah, so
on the die and added 17.
I get an extra +4 when I'm trying to figure out if people are in disguise because of a background feature that I have.
So-
Ooh.
While both of you notice her stance and the way she's standing and kind of holding herself and the way she came out very silently, this is a person who is used to or is skilled in the arts of subterfuge. However, this is no ruse nor a disguise. She is a malnourished, weak prisoner of Rolfland.
And she said her name was, sorry,
Tiora.
Tiora. I kind of
One
stepped away.
Tiora. I mean, no one else was brave enough to come out.
Then it was good of you to do so. We need to deal with Rolf Lamb.
Is the way out clear?
No, the way back there has a trap with acid. You may be able to dodge it, but it's a matter of timing.
We could
We
go.
could wait for you.
I think that's best.
But I'm afraid you might not come back.
That's a fair fear.
Is there anything about him you can
We'll
tell us
definitely come
that
back.
would help us come back?
About Yagrin? Well, he's new. I've only been here a week, but from the way everyone was talking about him, he doesn't normally live here. This accent is going all over the place.
It's fine.
It started
It's a fictional world. It's
Solid,
great.
yeah.
Australian, which I
Is-
loved.
Is
I like this,
Yagrin what? Do we get the sense that Yagrin is who she's calling? What she's calling Rolf, or is that
No, that's the blonde
that's
guy
different.
who was just here,
okay?
who we fought at the fishery.
Mhm.
Okay, but what about Rolf?
Are you asking?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Rolf left earlier today. There was some sort of ruckus out here, and she's kind of looking around. He was doing a lot of yelling, and then he was gone.
How long ago was this?
I think it was in the morning. It's hard, the schedule that they keep us on, but I think it was earlier.
All right, so
several hours
before
ago.
we got here. Okay.
Mhm.
I take out some rations and a water flask and hand it to her. And I had also previously collected some of the moss, the glowing moss, which you said was edible. So I give that
That's
to her
right.
too.
No thanks. We've long lost our appetite for that.
Okay. Well, take the rations and the water, please. I don't want you to starve.
All right. Yeah, we'll be in the pits right around the corner.
Before you go, can you tell us why? Do you know why you were taken prisoner?
Some sort of necromancy stuff.
Has he been taking some of you out of these pits?
Oh, well, there's 6 of us. There were more a week ago.
Okay.
Is there any other entrance to the pits? Or is it just this one that you came out of?
Well, there's the way Yagrin went, towards the Rolf's room.
Do you know where that is?
Yeah, you can follow me back this way.
Just a second. If Lamb's not here, our best chance is to wait for him to come back. We need some answers. This, and I kind of like point over at the carrion golem, can't be allowed to continue. But our priority is getting Raken's body and getting these people out of here.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of waiting around and maybe falling and these people becoming prisoners again when we can get them out of here right now.
Yeah,
Personally.
we should go see what the state they're in, help them out, and we can easily come back in. If he's not here, we can also take advantage of looking in his room.
Yeah.
But what about Yagran?
Let's deal with him.
Yeah,
He
he
came.
We have to take care of him first.
There were a few others with him as well.
Oh.
That were quite new. The Darrow didn't like them much. Cabbagehead only had bad things to say.
One of them, a gnomish man,
Yes, correct.
and the other, an ogre, a half-orc.
No.
Did we kill the half-orc? I don't know. Giggles, chuckles, whatever his name
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
I've seen some
I've seen
orcish zombies, but no, it was a ghastly-looking man with a butcher's knife cleaver.
Pards.
That checks out.
Arms.
Well, just all our old friends in one place.
All right.
I
Don't
don't want
worry.
to ask your business here, but I'm certainly grateful for it.
Well, let's see about these prisoners.
We're
at the
here
very
to
least.
help. That's our business here.
Thank you. Yes, please. We're right around the corner.
We're going to start carefully walking that way, and I also want to ask her, did you see, or do you know, where Lamb keeps the bodies that he's working on?
That would be towards his bedroom.
Okay.
Bold choice.
Yeah.
If it's dark in this hallway, Simran will cast dancing lights again.
We left it in the room behind, so I will pull it in for you to control.
I have my light spell up as well. I will have recast it if necessary.
Yes. And I'm going to move her Tiora down the hallway. You're more than welcome to follow behind.
Back to the map. we go.
Yeah, we're just gonna assume that one of the balls is like above Tiora, one of them is above Ivor, and then one of them is above Ursian.
Cool. So as you move down these hallways, you can see that indeed, as most of the subterranean space that you've been in before, the walls are lined with the mold that you mentioned earlier, Ivor, that's glowing and giving off a dim light, but are...
It's edible.
Yeah, it is slightly edible. As we move in down the hallway, it looks like it splits to the left and the right. And Tiora looks over her shoulder and continues down to the right. And into a larger room. The prisoner pits. The cavern, as you step into it, smells quite foul. You can tell that the prisoners have been relieving themselves in the pits that they've been forced to reside within. You can smell the smell is quite rancid at this point. Each of the pits also contain a few heaps of moldy straw, a wooden trough containing some filthy water. There's some rotting body parts in the pits as well, and then of course the prisoners. 5 other people in here, in addition with Tiora. And she's like, "It's all right, everyone. They are here to save us." And they're all like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so. We've been here for days. I never like crying and."
Are they all adults?
Yes. They're all probably at least 5, 6. at the shortest. They all they all seem similar in build. That's for sure.
And are they all human?
Yes.
Can I ask you a weird question, Chris?
Yes. I was like, is this in
Yeah, I thought it was
character?
from
You can ask me a real weird question.
How tall was Gadron Lamb?
Gadron wasn't. I would say like 5'8", between 5'8" and 5'10", probably.
Just curious.
If he's trying to make a new Gadron Lamb.
What
don't know.
about Rolf's
Parts?
ex-girlfriend? 5'6"?
The adjunct professor at the academy that we met.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
Oh, she was Simran was gonna ask Tiara, where were you brought here from?
I'm rightly ashamed of it. No good has come of it. I was thieving, cutting purses in the gold market. When I got caught. She's trying really hard not to burst into tears.
By whom?
A man, Rolf. He grabbed me, looked in my eyes, did some sort of magic, and here I was. To say that they've treated me nicely is not right, but despite Cabbage Head's abuses, they seem to try and keep us alive for now.
Do you need a hug?
Oh,
Shakes her, she just nods.
Ivor gives her a big hug.
And I imagine like several other a few of the other prisoners like come over and they're all just like
Group hug. Ivor's babysitting instincts have kicked in hard.
Mhm.
So he's just like, come to me.
To the rest of you, there is another tunnel that goes to the east, but it looks like it quickly closes off. It's mostly just a gap that's like opened up in the stone. And then there was a tunnel that went off to the north as well. And what did I just say her name was? Tiora. She indicated that Yargren went that way to the north.
And that was towards Rolf's room, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We are
and his work lab.
We are going to get you out of here, but we came here to right a wrong. We're going to try and right as many as we can, but the one we came here for, we have to deal with that. There's someone we need to find, and I think I know where we will find them.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I think we're the only living humans in here.
I never said they were alive.
Oh, all right. You didn't come here for us?
It wasn't what we intended, but the gods work in mysterious ways.
You seem to speak from more than just habit. So I'll trust you.
Then trust me on this. We are going to go find this person we're looking for. And we will come back for you.
Please. Please. And there multiple of them are like, please don't leave us. Please. No, please. Just calm down, everyone. We can get out of here. They're all like, okay. But there's a new glimmer of hope in the prisoner's eyes.
The way behind you is open. If you choose to try and leave for yourselves, I won't tell you that it's an easy path. As I told Tiora, there are traps. Things best to be avoided, and I don't know what other of Lamb's lackeys may have come back. If you want to wait for us, we'll do our best to get you out safely.
Well, we should go. We should go right now. And like two of them in the far right pit, like get up and they're moving on their way. And Tiara's like, no, wait. She looks at you, Confidence. You didn't seem to know about the gnome or the butcher?
I didn't know they were here, but once I saw Yargrid, it's plausible.
All right. Well, what do the rest of you think? And they all kind of look to Tiara like she might be a bit of a leader. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2-3 split. 3 of them think that they should stay and wait for y'all to come back and be escorted out. 2 of them think that they should all try and make a run for it now and get out into the graveyard. But with Tiara there, she just shakes her head. No, we'll wait. We'll wait for these kind folks to do what they need to do. We can give them that much.
I kind of look around at the rest of the KAA and see maybe how they feel about, that's obviously my priority, but it doesn't have to be everybody's priority.
Yeah, I think Ursian's looking at Confidence with kind of a hard look. But he's not saying something in front of these people. But you can see he's looking, he's got a disapproving glare a little bit.
What's he trying to say? Is this something that, I don't know.
He's a bit inscrutable.
Okay. Maybe him and Confidence don't know each other well enough.
Not exactly. Yeah, I think he would probably actually, if we're having this looking up at it, I gesture to you to come out into the hall.
Okay, yeah, I'll go.
And I go, these people haven't seen daylight in days, and they've been eating lichen off the walls and if we don't succeed in what we're trying to do, there may be riots across the city again. I don't like this, but our mission has to be my priority. I'm sorry. I think your quest for justice at your patron's bidding is clouding the basic humanity, and that if we can't help these people, we can help right now. We can walk them. All right. If the mission, then. Let's finish the mission.
What do you think? And I kind of look around at everybody else.
Oh, I thought you guys were speaking in
I assumed we all stepped out.
Oh.
You're
Sorry.
all right there.
Ivor says, look, well, obviously we're going to help these people. I mean, there's no way that we're all gonna die trying to get this information, and then we'll help the people get out. We're not gonna abandon them here. But if they've waited this long, they can wait another 20 minutes.
All right, then.
And Simran will turn to Ursian and say, if we escort them out and get attacked from behind, they are all in danger. If we go take the fight to them, it'll be just us and just them, and they'll at least be safe.
All right.
I am torn about them being used as collateral. But that's only if someone comes up from behind.
And you're right. They're no safer out here in the graveyards. Who knows what time of day it is? You're right. They're better off.
Well, we know what time of day it is.
Lost track of time. I've been underground and
Evening
fighting
at
monsters.
this point, I think.
I mean, but we've barely
10
been
minutes?
inside here for, it can't have been more than 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it was mid-afternoon at that
Yeah.
point.
Okay. I think this is the safest place for them to stay.
I just look at the dank cave and I feel really guilty about it's hey, it's after we've saved you, now get back into your prison until we come back. Hopefully, it just seems like it hurt. It's hurting Ursian's
Sure.
heart.
I
But
imagine
he'll
that
get
they
over it.
all at least take the chance to step out of the excrement-filled pits
Mm-hmm.
To a slightly less excrement-filled pit.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, well, at least we're not standing in our own shit and piss anymore. That's
And we
nice.
gave them food and fresh water.
So
Mhm.
there is also, if they want, there is that one room. The door is a little bit damaged, but they could take some of those tables and try and barricade themselves in until we come back.
In the storeroom?
That room where the
Well-
golem was.
For the golem room.
That's probably gotta smell worse.
That's not a bad idea. We'll do that. We'll do that. And
I'm
they
gonna-
quickly...
As they go, I'm gonna pull like a coin out of my
Simran was gonna do
pouch, and I'm going to cast light on it, and I'm going to hand it to Tiora.
So that... It takes away your light.
I know, but we have Simran.
Okay.
I
I'm not
pass her
going to
my
leave these people without anything.
my dagger, and I say, just. And like I start to say something like I just did, and then don't come up with words, and just kind of like walk away.
There's no, like as soon as you heft it up, like there's no hesitation. She grabs it and like spins it in her hands, and like she's trained. She knows how to use a dagger.
Alrighty.
Sneakily, one might ask.
As we hand her both of these things, I say, "These are the signs of our covenant. We will come back for you."
She's holding like a glowing coin and like just a regular old dagger. But even in this case, like, she's just looking at them and like she gets extra powerful and she goes into photo negative. Thank you.
Keep them safe till we get back.
We will. Come on, everyone. And they quickly scurry back down into the alchemy lab.
All right. Well,
Let's go do this.
Takes care of that. Let's go head up to Rolf's office /
Yeah. So, yep.
And he just finishes the ritual to summon the demon to fight. Like, why did it take so much time?
No, but he's gone.
Rolf's not here.
Rolf's not here.
The other dude.
According to prisoners.
True. We're let me live in hope.
I mean, the way that Tiora was speaking, like, it's a one-way shot. Like, as far as she knows, there's no other way to come out of that backspace. Like,
as far as she knows.
Well, I've never been back there myself, but everyone seems to come back out for the most part.
All right.
All right.
Well, then north we go.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
Did a quick look over to the Twitch screen. Like, are they seeing more? Okay, great. So, as you head north into the tunnel that way, it's another like 30 feet, a little sort of winding before it ends in yet another door.
Can we be trying to move somewhat cautiously?
Stealthily?
Yeah, I mean, now that we don't have a bright light, they don't necessarily know exactly where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
That would be wise.
Well, question: should I drop? If we're doing that, do I drop the dancing lights?
No, you should keep the dancing lights.
Because there is still dim light in this cavern from the
From the mouse, right?
mouse.
Yes. So dim light.
Does dim light stack?
Mm,
Would having two sources of dim light?
No. So
Okay.
if it's dim light, that means those who don't have low light or dark vision are rolling a 20% miss chance on all of their attacks.
P.S. If we get into combat, I will recast my light spell.
Fair enough.
Well, the dancing lights, each one has the light of a lantern or a torch.
Each one. So I mean, yeah, you would fill up a room essentially, because even just confidence is one light spell is a lantern or torch. So that would create like 4 lanterns essentially.
Yeah, well, because I have to kind of recast this as we go into. But I'll only keep 2 up. I'll keep 1 up by Ivor and 1 up by Ursian.
Well, and dancing lights only lasts for a minute. as well. So it's
I mean, I can cast actual light as well.
okay.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll
Are we rolling
cast.
stealth checks?
I think we should go with the dancing lights and the stealth checks first, and then if we
Yeah.
get into things,
Yeah.
we'll get brighter light.
By that definition, I will stay back,
Okay.
so I'm not
Yeah.
like clamoring.
I'm gonna roll a stealth check and see if I can stealthily get up to the door, maybe to listen.
Oh, we're all rolling stealth checks.
Yes, and I will cast guidance on Ursian.
I got a
For
15
his stealth check.
so
Yeah.
Oh,
not
well, I don't know why it
Oh,
just went
Simran,
4
yeah, you get
times
4?
for me.
You get 4 stealth checks? Man, that's a really good feat.
the
DM, how
best.
do you want to handle this? I clicked it once and it rolled 4 times.
I think the first, I guess.
The first one is a 9.
Yeah, I'll take the 9s.
Okay.
They really were meant to be.
I rolled a 30 on my stealth check.
You did very well.
25 for new scene.
Chris, I got a 15 and I'm getting close to the door. Like right up next to the door.
I rolled
Okay.
a 13, haha, and I'm staying way back, so it's an 18
rolled
minus 5.
I rolled a 6 on the die. It was disappointing.
Oh.
My stealth is +9.
Hold on. All of that stuff. I was looking at something else entirely and
No
didn't
worries.
pay attention to any of that.
Chris
just shouted a bunch of
he
numbers.
was DMing his other game for a second,
Oh.
so couldn't focus.
Oh,
Oh, well,
He's a serious multitasker.
I left the dancing light behind. Let me go get it.
Oh, nice. Just dancing on its own.
Because I'm rolling my own perception checks.
Is it dancing with
on my
itself?
own.
Dancing with it.
All right.
thank you.
And for stealths, 9, 30, 25, 13, and a 15.
Do we do average check?
Oh, God.
That's actually an Inquisitor feat. Or a
Is
teamwork
it?
feat.
Like,
It's a
so
teamwork
what
feat. It's called
happens-
stealth synergy. Look that up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it would only benefit me. High
Oh,
stealth.
right,
thing.
right, yeah.
You would actually have to have it. For
Let me write down these stealth checks so that I can, like, look at all of it on one page. And,
But, Homero, I can take a spell that lets me share my teamwork feats with other people,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
which I am thinking of doing precisely for that.
Yeah.
What level spell is it?
It's like a 2nd level spell.
Cool.
I can also give other people the benefits of my judgment as well.
Oh, nice.
That's a 1st level spell. Haven't taken either of
Do you
those yet.
share
I'll get
or
to
do
it.
you give it to them?
No, we share,
Okay.
but if I change mine, theirs stays the same.
Gotcha.
Because I can change it every turn if I want to.
Whoa. Oh, but that's really cool because then you could just pick whichever one is best for other people, and then you could have whatever judgment you want.
Mhm.
Indeed.
It's like kind of better that when yours changes, theirs stays the same.
And it's Belgian
Yeah.
approved. He said that spell. They said that spell is totally worth.
I know, I'm going to take
Worth
it.
what?
soon.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they
Worth
didn't
taking.
finish typing.
okay. I think I'm ready.
Oh boy.
I'm just...
I don't like this now.
Chris is like, why did you guys go this way?
I'm very glad also that I imagine that we're going to open this door and it's going to end very much like
What
last
session?
week did.
We've never seen getting 2 crossbow bolts in the chest.
Person's the back man.
I think it should be
It's
Ivor this
Ivor.
time.
But Ivor hasn't opened the door, right?
No,
No,
so
no.
we're here. We've stealthed. Folks have rolled perceptions, so there might be people on the other side of the door who
Oh, yeah.
may be aware that there are one or more of you on the other side of said door.
Can I listen at the door to see if I hear anything? I got a 22. I like put my ear up to the door.
Yes, you hear.
Okay, guys, there's definitely something on the other side of the door. it made a grunt. Do you think we should just,
I think
surprise?
one of us should use this potion of invisibility. At least we can try and get the drop on one of them.
I have a question.
Okay.
Ivor.
Yes, confidence. The floor recognizes the small halfling with the giant golden buns.
Hi, it's me. Does it seem possible that that other chamber, like the tunnel that Darrow disappeared down, might reconnect with whatever's behind this door?
Roll
There might be a
dungeoneering.
back way in.
That is
I
exactly what
assumed that they
dungeoneering
were
is
Yeah.
for.
Same.
People always get confused about what dungeoneering does, and this is
It's a
exactly
skill I'm actually trained in.
I'm trained in it too.
wonderful, wonderful.
Well, the natural
14
one.
for me.
21.
21.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Confidence is a smarty pants.
I hear
I have a skill
21.
That's
Anyone
a
else?
me.
Got to get close to that or
The
above it?
second highest one was a 14, I think.
I got
Yeah,
a 5.
I got a 9.
21. So you know that you're probably a good 10, 15 feet underground. You also can definitely tell that yes, the tunnel that you saw before most definitely leads in the direction of this space. You can't say for sure if it goes to the room that you're about to walk into or the room that's directly behind this door, but it definitely leads in that same direction.
I think I'm gonna motion for everybody and be like, we could try going back that other direction Arrow went. I think it looped back this way.
I think no matter what, they're gonna see us go into the room.
It's true.
Whether we
They
go
know
through
we're
a secret
here.
passage or not, I think we should try to surprise them. Just kick down the door and go in, guns blazing, and by guns I mean my arms, and by blazing I mean crackling with electricity, which is what they're doing right now.
All right.
One thing. You said one of the potions we had was invisibility?
Mm-hmm.
Right, 1 invisibility, 2 scrolls of false life. We have
I mean,
some things that we
our-
can do before we open this door.
Our priority is to get Dahan's body out. We don't need to necessarily deal with everything that's back there. I know this may not be possible, but did
There's
make those
another
people-
priority, and that is also making sure the people back there get out.
exactly. And us surviving, paramount to that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Even if someone took a potion of invisibility and then went through the secret passage, which wouldn't involve opening a door that people in the room would definitely see, I don't know how that person could then get a body out of the room. I mean, we can't make the body invisible.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
I think Ursian's I think this ends one way, the way we always end things.
With our swords. I was going to point out another logistical issue, and that is, if we do the invisibility, it's going to have to be either Nusine, Confidence, or me that go, and none of us, because we'd have to be able to see while
It would
invisible.
have to be the two of you. I can't see in the dark.
Well, it would have to be one of the two of us, and neither of us is strong enough to drag a body out of anything.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
I don't think that we're going to get the body out without anybody noticing.
Could it fit into the haversack?
8
In
feet.
pieces.
No.
No, that's
We'd have to Dexter it up.
I think the
We already
biggest-
know it's in
I mean,
pieces.
yeah. You've got one piece.
But the biggest part of the haversack can only hold 80 pounds.
Okay.
I looked it up.
I'm glad you did.
It's 20 pounds in the side pocket, 20 pounds in the other side pocket, and 80 pounds in the central.
The physics of
pocket.
bags of holdings can be quite fascinating things, but Mana Morning's different.
Yeah.
Tune in next time.
Mhm.
Is someone taking notes of all these things we need to talk about on the show?
We'll watch the VOD back.
Okay.
Then in that case, Nusine will cast. We'll use the scroll of false life. It says personal, so I mean That means I can't like use it and cast it on someone else. It has to be like so like
Exactly.
it has to be Simran and myself if we're gonna use it essentially.
It might
yeah,
be
and-
on the Inquisitor spell list, but
I don't think
You-
so, but I'll check.
You saw me use it off the medallion, like 10
right.
minutes ago.
Right,
Mhm.
right. All right.
but
well
it's
then-
over. You used up
But
all
it's
your
over.
temporary.
Yeah, because it
point.
lasts 1
Yeah.
hour per level or until discharge. So it's discharge, which means your false life is now gone.
Yeah, because I took 14 points of damage, hit points of damage.
Well, do you want another
Is-
one?
Well,
It is
here's
not
the
on the
question.
Inquisitor spell.
What level is the scroll?
That's a
Caster
very good
level 5.
Okay, so it's the same as the medallion. Missy, I think one of us should take it. I mean,
question. We have 2 of them.
I wouldn't mind the extra hit points. They were really useful last time.
Yeah. I'll take 1 scroll. You cast 1 right now. I've got something else I can cast on myself.
Okay, I'll do it and I'll use it since I'm the only one who can right now in this moment.
Again, that same like necromantic energy whirls up around Simran, enveloping her.
And Lucine will take a piece of this piece of magnesium and begin to grab this out of her spell component pouch. Grab this little like reddish hair and begin to meld them two with the arcane magic, and this wave of like brownish energy envelops them. And I cast Fox's Cunning on myself, so it raises my intelligence by 4. All my DCs go up by 2.
Wow.
And that'll last for 5 minutes. So
Wow.
I'll do that as like we're doing the next thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just got 7 extra temporary hit points.
Okay, are we ready to go in?
I think so.
Do you want me to move to
Well,
a
one
more
more thing,
advantageous spot?
Should
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Sorry.
almost like it's 11:08.
I think I should kick down the door and then we should.
We should see what's beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll roll initiative next time, but
Leave us
we're all
on the
just
cliffhanger.
dying to know what's on the
Oh
other
God.
door.
Before
Yes.
anything kicks down the door, Simran will use her enhancement bonus to use her another arcane pool point to enhance her scimitar. The scimitar's back out now.
Great. So that'll have a minute.
A minute of +1 enhancement bonus.
Okay. Once we get into rounds,
It's 10
you've got
rounds.
10 of those. Ah,
I
okay.
have loaded
Yeah, so-
up my repeating crossbow.
Yeah, Ivor's right by the door, and so I'm gonna, pull my electric energy into myself, out of myself, into myself. It comes from me anyway. But be prepared to just blast whatever's on the other side, and kick down the door.
I'm
And by kick
so
down the
nervous.
door, I mean just open the door.
No
I mean, like, you roll to be
way.
like, he's gonna kick it down, but like, actually, Ivor is not strong, and if you make me roll to kick down the door, it's not gonna succeed. And then it's gonna be like, open the door, while the other thing on whatever is on the other side is no longer going to be at all surprised.
So
So I throw the door open.
you open the door into the stitchery.
Oh
Gross.
no!
There's
To be fair,
a-
that's probably exactly the room we want to go to.
That's true.
There is the nauseating mixture of decay and strange chemicals, just the smell exits the door instantly as soon as you open it. You can see inside glinting saws, pliers, long stitching needles, and other surgical equipment organized on shelves and benches. Standing directly in front of you, however, is the animated corpse of Giggles, the half-orc.
Oh.
You can see line of scarring all the way down from where Ursion's halberd almost sliced him in half, and the eye patch is all gone with just a big hole where his eye once was, and it looks up. And from behind, a Darrow shoots its crossbow bolt at you. And that's where we'll end for this week.
Roar!
Oh man.
Some part of its body still remembers its namesake.
Nope.
And
Oh boy.
yeah, so thank you so much, GG everyone.
Oh man.
Thank you,
Glad
dear
we can.
viewers, for hanging out with us tonight, and as always, gaming with us every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
I know most of you, this is the only show you watch on Manapod Studios, but I encourage you to check out some of our other content. We have a new show premiering on Thursday called The Table. Scott, I think, will be in the first episode.
I'll be there.
Yes, there's going to be a Dungeon World adventure run by our friend Anastasia, who you can find on the Chiron 9 stream every other Sunday. In addition, there is, of course, the Tales from the Pact Worlds, our weekly Saturday Starfinder stream, where GM Mark will take you on a tour of the Pact World system. And we have a few other things in the lineup for next month. As well, our regular monthly Mana Mornings, which is on the first Sunday of every month, where we get together and we talk about the games, and hopefully we can talk about Pathfinder rules a little bit. Maybe we'll do a Sunday where we bring on.
And the relative heights of all of the players.
Exactly. It's what everyone's been
Don't
asking for.
forget, it's what the listeners really want.
Yeah. And we'll also next month have a new Invisible Sun game called The Hole in the World by our very own great Zamino, who is with us in chat every week. VIP, looking forward to seeing your show take off. With that, is there any place any place that y'all want to plug where people can find you outside of games?
Sure. I am on Twitter at Pooja, because I've been on Twitter for a very, very long time. I got my name. And you can also follow me and my travel exploits, which are sadly coming to a temporary close, on Instagram at Pujabberwocky.
Nice.
Oh.
You can find me walking down Graham Avenue on evenings, but please don't. It would be weird.
But wouldn't it be so cool if someone across the street was like, "Hey, Ivor!"
You're Ivor. Like, I'm just trying to go home. What?
If they started handing you like succubi statues,
Then I would love them forever.
Yeah, fair.
On Graham Avenue with a statue of two succubi embracing. We will be instant friends.
Oh my god, I love
That's the
it.
challenge.
If anyone is free and in Brooklyn for the next 4 Thursday nights or Saturday nights, if you're not busy watching great Mana Pop programming, or Thursday nights or Saturday afternoons, I will be running some exciting adventures from the new D&D 5e Ghosts of Saltmarsh book at the 20-sided store. Chris, I know, is going to come play with me.
I'll be playing on some Saturdays. I'm doing 3 of the 4 Saturdays, actually. I'm not doing the first one.
But the first one's the one I wrote.
I wish I could be there.
Sort of.
Well, we'll see you in August,
Yes.
Pooja. And maybe we'll... no, I can't take you to the 20-sided store because we'll be at FlameCon that whole weekend. But you'll be here a full week, so we can definitely do things.
We can travel plan off stream.
Yeah.
Also, if anyone
We'll
is
also
coming
do that
to
on Mana
Gen
Mornings.
If anyone's coming to Gen Con, do let us know, because half of us will be there.
Mm-hmm. With that, are we gonna raid any?
Problem. I'm in the process of looking.
Great. I'll let him deal with that. But for everyone else, thank you for hanging out with us. Good game and good night.
Good night.
Night.
Bye, guys.